Hello and welcome to Getting Backstage, the show where we take a closer look at entering the media industry and life here at Feck College Dhúlaigh. My name is Kevin Connolly and I will be your host for today. To tell you a little bit about myself, I've been a student here at Dhúlaigh for the past 2 years, and throughout the year I've been involved in the film and TV traineeship here at Dhúlaigh. Throughout the year we've been involved in several projects that showcase not only our filmmaking skills, but promoting the college itself. And today we're very excited to show you what we've been working on. For our first clip, we went around the Dublin Coolock campus to see what life was like on campus. With many of the new students, they had just finished their leaving cert, and it was their first time entering third level education. We were very excited to ask them what they've been studying and how they've been getting on campus, as well as what life on campus was like in the first place. So, without further ado, we're very, very excited to show you. And let's get backstage and show you this clip.
September has arrived and the new college year has begun. For many students, it's their first time in FET Coolock to Dhúlaigh and possibly their first time in a college environment. Today, we're going to go around the campus and talk to some of the new students. We hope to ask them what they think of the college so far, what their experience of college life has been, and their hopes for the rest of the year. So, let's go. So, what course are you doing?
I'm doing a pre-childhood education course.
And is this your first time in a college environment?
Yeah, this is my first year.
What are your impressions of the college so far?
I think it's really good. I was very nervous when I first got here, but everyone seems really nice and it made me feel more comfortable being around here. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I was a student here 40 years ago in 1985. I did the communications course. It was a precursor to the course you're actually doing here.
Super friendly. I've made some nice friends and it's all girls in my course, which is quite nice. And yeah, the environment in the college is really, really nice.
What are your thoughts on the campus? I'm a little bit new myself, so just it's a bit like confusing the layouts, or are you just getting the hang of it?
Yeah, see, my first few days I was getting lost going to my class because it all just looks the same, but I'm getting more settled in now. And
so big, you don't know where to go. We've only been in one room so far.
Well, to be fair, we don't spend much time around it. We've pretty much the car park where we load the van is the most we see, and the cafeteria is really nice.
Pretty much missing all the events.
Yeah.
Last year we missed loads on a Thursday because we were out all the time. They were giving out free condoms last year on a Thursday.
So obviously you've been here before, but obviously I'm assuming the college has changed radically.
We are sitting right now, used to be the gym. Okay, and as part of our communications course, we actually had to do some acting.
Yeah, what do you hope to get out of this traineeship in this course?
Different qualifications in the industry, so just to move up professionally in terms of jobs and stuff. And then, with doing practical courses, you kind of need the experience. It's not just enough to know the theory, so we get loads of time to practice. And
pretty much, yeah, the idea is to get into instructing and stuff, in outdoor education centres. That's what we're aiming for, get as many qualifications as we can and just go find a job after this.
Well, I just hope that I get to get into my college course and I get to do the play school teacher. It's just one of the dreams I want to have, so I'm just hoping to get that out of this. So
I would love to be a social worker, definitely help people with experiences that I've gone through, with grief and stuff like that, which is quite sudden. Yeah, social worker would be where I'd like to go.
So I want to stretch myself and learn new skills, and I want to get in with the new media technology, so I kind of had the idea to do a podcasting course.
Yeah, to make new friends and just enjoy it and learn more about what we want to do when we leave school.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Great, thanks guys. So, we met a number of different students today from a variety of courses. For the new students, the college has provided them with a number of new friends and has been, at the very least, very hospitable. For those who are returning, we've seen how they've become very close-knit with their course mates. But for all of the students, Coolock to Dhúlaigh presents them with an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to be the best that they can be.
Thank you very much again to all the wonderful students we got to interview at the start of the year. It's fantastic to see their insight because they are the future of Dhúlaigh. Next up, we have a very special interview we'd like to show you. A couple of weeks back, I got to sit down with fellow media student and media professional, Mr. Sam Mullins. He got to tell us all about his experience in the media industry. As media students ourselves, we know how hard it is to get our foot into the door. So this time, we got to get some real insight. Sitting down with Sam, we got to talk about his short film Morning and also his work with the production company Paper Swans. It was very, very fun to do, and we can't wait to show you what type of things we talked about. Let's roll the clip. Today I'm joined by Sam Mullins, who's a media professional and fellow student here at Fet College Dhúlaigh. Sam, absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you for having me, Kevin.
I'd like to start this interview off by asking you to tell us a bit about yourself and your background with Dhúlaigh and what that has led you on to do.
Yeah, my name is Sam Mullins. I've been studying in Dhúlaigh for 3 years now, coming up to the end of the top-up degree. And my background is at lighting, so I do a lot of lighting system work and Best Buy work, and I've made a couple of my own shorts.
Unreal. And I understand that you made a short film, Morning, for the Young Irish Film Awards. Can you tell us a bit about that and the kind of support Dhúlaigh has given you to make that?
Yeah, so I made Morning at the start of first year for the festival called Youth Rec. So a friend of mine was organised and said, do you want to put a film in? And so I got the film done, and then I think more so I should have used more college resources to make it, because I shot on my own camera and then ended up being animated, and it was only when, so I'd won the Ireland heat of that and was going on to Greece. So I said to my tutors, and kind of just get a bit of points, say, oh, look at me, I'm deadly. But they were like, oh, you should have told us about this much earlier. We could have like put some stuff on social media or helped you get a bit of momentum behind it, or like even helped you with the edit, like to give you some criticism on the film, how to make it better. And I really should have availed of that support a bit more because it was there. But no, I still think it was very helpful, even what I learned and then in that first year and going on to make the next couple of projects was really valuable.
Of course. And what kind of supports does Dhúlaigh give in general when you're working with them and when you're trying to get out there?
I think it's really good for helping you build connections and giving you really good practical advice for sets and like how to meet different people in the industry and how to get your foot in the door. I think that the best things I've learned from Dhúlaigh would be like the best practices on set, like who to network with, like who is a good person to be peers with, and who to work for, what projects to work on that'll help you kind of advance your career, and also just how to act on set, like the things that people appreciate and the things that'll get you noticed a bit when you're working. That was the most valuable bit of information that Dhúlaigh gave me, and also the support from the tutors, because the class sizes are a bit smaller and you kind of get kind of individual encouragement and like what would be best for you as what would be best for like you as a student to pursue, rather than a big blanket general. This is what student filmmakers should be doing. It's like, no, this is what you should be looking to advance yourself in.
I get what you mean. And you were saying earlier about connections. How important is it to not only kind of work with people that are in your year and kind of working on sets, but when you actually get out into the industry, how important is that kind of networking, I suppose?
I think networking is essential. Like it's the old adage of it's not what you know, too, you know. But also, there is a lot of truth to that, but not necessarily in a scary way. Like it's a small group of people working in the film industry. I remember someone telling me the amount of people that graduate film school every year is the amount of people that are currently in the film industry in Ireland. But also, having that small of a community means you don't need to impress as many people as you might think, and also people are much less cutthroat than you'd expect, and they do want you to do a good job because that makes their life easier, and if you do a good job they want to have you again. Same way if someone does a good job for you, you'd want to work with them again. And people aren't looking to get you down or trick you. Like it's a community. It's not hostile as it might feel going into it.
Get what you mean. And would that be the kind of advice you'd give to newcomers who are attracted to Dhúlaigh and want to kind of get out into that industry? What kind of advice would you give them when it comes to that kind of stuff?
I think the best piece of advice is just whenever you're on set, whenever you're doing, even if it's on a small thing, no budget, you're shooting on a phone, just try your absolute best and work as hard as you possibly can at all times, because it really shows, and you never know what the people around you are going to do or what space you're in, who you're going to impact by doing that well, and where that's going to carry. So I think it's just, yeah, do your best. Every job is important. Everything you're doing is important, and if you really love what you're doing, it'll show, and that kind of passion and work ethic is what will drive you, because you can pick up the little extra skills, but it's the working hard that'll serve you best.
Unreal. Well, thank you so much for coming on the
Thanks so
show.
much, Kevin.
Absolute pleasure to have you. Fantastic. Thank you so much again, Sam Mullins, for coming onto the show and joining us. We urge all our viewers to check out his film Morning on YouTube and go follow him on social media at Paper Swans on Instagram. Next up, we have a very special series of interviews we'd like to show for you. We went to the DCU Helix for the Explore Your Future Options TY Expo. It was fantastic because we got to see what kind of options TY students can see from all around the world. They come and they see their options here for further education. It was fantastic because Dhúlaigh's showcase was all around the expo. So it was fantastic to see it. We're really, really excited to show you. So let's roll the clip.
Today, we're at the DCU Helix at the Explore Your Future event. For the TY students here today, this is an opportunity for them to discover new job opportunities and options to explore once they leave school. So let's take a look.
I just think it's kind of pressure off, not worrying about points, not getting into that rat race, etc., and just being aware that there are alternative routes and different options. I think the fact that you've got, one-to-one kind of tuition, you can have more social interaction. I suppose in the bigger colleges you maybe become just a number at times, whereas in a smaller class everybody knows you, you know them. There's more of a personal relationship between the students and the tutors.
If you're in TY and you don't really like school, it's a good way to get your qualifications. You learn as well. We're learning, but we're learning in a fun way. We go outside, we're on mountains or kayaking down rivers or climbing up cliffs, and you're learning as you go.
And it's kind of like, as I say, it's not like going into university. We kind of guide the students a little bit then as well within the course. Giving them lots of help on hand with assignments and stuff like that as well. And it's really centred to the students then. And I suppose all the tutors are like that too. Students come first.
The good thing about vet colleges is that if you're not 100% sure on where you want to go or whether you'd really like to do something, an academic year is really only 6 months. So to pay €50 and spend 6 months figuring out whether this is the course for you, it's not a bad way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, people go into universities and then they drop out,
Yeah.
where 6 months doesn't sound a lot, doesn't it now?
Well, it's a stepping stone, and I think it's a great gateway to a lot of things, whether it's further education or industry or even interning. So I think it gives the opportunity to students that they wouldn't have normally. If you haven't got your leaving cert points and you still want to carry on, this is the place to come. And also gives you that opportunity to figure out maybe within a year if the course is right for you, because they're short courses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there's a lot of connecting with, like I said, industry and other education areas for students. So it's not just a one hit. You don't need to just go to university, you could go on to work as well. Well, I think it's really mainly down to students of what they want, and I always say to students, this is your college, not my college, and you bring in it what you want to do here. Set up the clubs, do the things, push for things you really want in the college. Equipment, tell the heads that we want this to happen. This is the future of the colleges. It's you, not us.
That's great.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Fantastic. The future really is bright. Thank you so much to all the students and staff who helped out at the TY Expo, because it's great to see what kind of effort Dhúlaigh goes through to give students what the stepping stones they need to create their future. Next up, and for our last segment, we're going to the Kilbarra campus for the National Hairdressing Apprenticeship Capstone Event 2025. The Capstone event is the culmination of 3 long years of hard work for all the apprentices involved. It's the first nationally recognised apprenticeship that awards a diploma, and it's a fantastic event for everybody to see. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
We're very excited to have our NHA National Hairdressing Apprenticeship programme our capstone graduation here this evening on our Kilbarra campus in Feck College Dhúlaigh.
It's a big deal. So the National Hairdressing Apprenticeship is a 3-year programme. So these apprentices have been with the college for 3 years now.
I feel like everyone's a little bit nervous. I think not everyone done like competitive work and stuff like that throughout the year, so it is like new for people. But then we're really excited that we get to finish this together, and it's something like the buzz in the room getting ready is like so nice, so nice. So a bit of both. I think.
We've all been so excited all day.
I think actually by bringing it back home, in a way it probably serves the apprentices better because they're in their own environment. So rather than, I suppose, have to, take all their equipment and head into town and do the showcase there, I think familiar surroundings will actually be an advantage for them tonight.
So each hairdresser, there's 14 apprentices in total, so they've got 2 models each. So they have to do an upstyle that's a creative upstyle, so it's called, it's not normal hair, it's like eccentric kind of hairstyles. So it's to give them that element that they can be as creative as they want to be, but they're demonstrating the skills that they've learnt over the last 3 years. And what's really important about the National Hairdressing Apprenticeship is without the support of the employers, it wouldn't be able to run. So all their employers are invited in tonight.
Well, I think they're very excited, but for people in the audience, what they will be treated to tonight is they'll get to see the apprentices and they'll get to see all their hard work since 2022. So they'll get a flavour of their strengths, because they'll actually get to see models walk out with what's called a non-conventional upstyle.
Yeah, definitely what you put into it is what you get out of it. Like if you don't put yourself out there for competitions, photo shoots, like extra stuff, like you'll only just get the bare minimum.
Being behind the chair and doing hair all day, there's more to it than...
Way more to it, like you do have to push yourself.
So teamwork is key in everything to do with hairdressing, as it is in most walks of life, but very, very much so in hairdressing. If you don't have that backup, if people aren't pulling in the same direction, the whole thing falls apart. And that's exactly what would happen here. If they weren't all pulling the same way, we wouldn't have this course.
For my final question, I want to ask you, are you proud of who's going out today?
Oh man, I couldn't tell you how proud I am. I'm so proud of them. They're amazing. They're all amazing. They're going to do it, and every year it's been amazing to watch them do it and grow into incredible stylists and to do brilliant things. So, it's exciting. Their future is exciting, and I'm so excited for them. I'm so proud of them all, each and every one of them.
And we're very proud of each and every one of them as well, and glad they made the cut, no pun intended. Now, that brings us to the end of the show. We're very happy that we got to show you the 4 pieces that we made today, but that's not the only things we've been doing this year. We've been upskilling ourselves, whether we want to go into filmmaking, social media, documentary making, editing, or anything in between. This course has given us all the tools we need to do that and to create our future. It's been fantastic for over this year, and it's been very, very fun as well. We've learned to work as a team, and we've also learned to work for ourselves. We've learned to upskill ourselves and help each other, and that's what it's all about. Everything this year has been building up to this moment, and we're very happy we got to show you. So, without further ado, we were very, very happy to show you this year, because that's what it's all about. It was about getting to work as a team, getting to work together, getting to work on this set and getting to work off this set. It was about getting backstage. And that brings us to the end of the show. My name is Kevin Conley, and I was very happy to host for you today. Thank you very much.